Hi, Tom. So, good first lesson for today. Hope you enjoyed it. So, a couple of things that are worth putting down in the video that I put down were number one, that open D major scale. So we'll get into that now, just since you've got something in the key of D major, and a couple of little runs here and there might do well for it. So, now as I was saying. Generally, as you pointed out, yeah, you would start a given key, in this case D major, on the note of D. But that means that we're missing out on these strings here, right? So what we can just do is just start the scale on the lowest note we can, in this case E, and E is in the scale, so we can start it there. So just to have all the notes that are available in the key of D mapped out. So you would start off here. And with a scale like this, it's a good idea to have a finger for each fret. They generally don't, these kind of scales don't generally go past the 4th fret, so you can just kind of have a finger dedicated to each one. It just makes the movement a lot more efficient, even though at first it might be a bit on the counterintuitive side. So here we go. We've got on the 6th string, open, 2, 3. On the A string, 5th string, got open, 2, 4. Same again on the D string. Just open 2 on the G. Then open 2, 3 on the 2nd string, open 2, 3, and then you can go up to the 5th if you like. Because of course, as I said, scales go all the way that way and all the way that way. Any start and end that we might put on a scale is fairly arbitrary. You could, I could go up that far and then I run out of frets. So, okay, so one more time. So open 2, 3, open 2, 4, open 2, 4, just open 2, open 2, 3, open 2, 3. So not too difficult to remember. So for example, let's say, so you're going here from the D chord, let's say you're going to an A from there, right, which would be fairly common. Just a little rundown. So there's, where those other notes come in handy as well, leading up to a G, let's say. So, 2. So I'm just pulling it off the top of my head, but it's very easy once you know that that route, I suppose, around the fretboard. It's very easy to just kind of just at the drop of a hat, throw in a little bit of melody, kind of bulk out the playing a bit. So then we had these days. So you got the notes for that anyway, but so the main bulk of it, I'm sure you can just, get the rest of it just by reading the chords. There's nothing too complicated about it. But this bit, there they are. So we've got C, which is really F because we're all the way up here. So we've got C, so-called G/B, or G with B in the bass. So now that's not, excuse me. So that's not strictly G with B in the bass, because it's still got this note in it here, this C note. And of course G doesn't, it has that B note. But again, it basically serves that function. So then bring the middle finger down for the A minor 7 and make sure that there's only ever one bass note ringing out at the same time. So for example, with the C, make sure that's blocked. Same here. Same here. Now, when we go to A minor 7/G, or over G, this goes down here, and make sure you're laying it down so you can hear this one, but not that one. Then get the thumb over. And as I was saying, just take the chord before it. If you're having trouble with that particular shape, just take the chord before it. Back and forward. And keep in mind that these two should be moving as one unit. Up and down like that. And as they're coming down, little finger comes in, thumb comes over. Okay, and finally then, a couple of chords from, what's it called? Here, There, and Everywhere. Okay, so I'll get most of it done, and then we can have a look into it in depth next week. So you've got the intro. To lead up, G, better life. B minor, which of course is just A minor up 2. Then we've got that B flat chord. Now, as you were saying that you would normally do that with an E shape brought up here. Now, if you listen to the record, you don't actually need those two high notes there. So you can, if you want, ease up on the pressure here, just block them like that, and just get the bottom 4 strings out of it, because I'm pretty sure that's all they're playing there. Another way to do it would be get your third finger bent kind of in the way like that for the A major, up a fret, and there's your bass note. So that'd be a B flat major chord as well. So we've got to lead a better life, I need my love to be here. So he starts off with a D sus4 with A in the bass, and then goes to a D7. So then the verse, G, A minor, B minor, C, back to G. Now, so here's where it gets tricky. We've got an F sharp minor 7. Now, that's E minor 7 there. Well, that's one way to play E minor 7. So if we just take this third finger, so this would be, now there's no E sharp, so this is F minor 7, F sharp minor 7. And then we're going, from there we're going to B7, back and forward for a couple of times. So with that, you've got, so I know you already know that shape, but if you don't want to be putting that bar off and taking it back on again, what you can do is you can take A7 and bring it up 2 frets like that. So now you're going, nobody can deny, and so on. So it's just a way to keep the bar there. But of course you can go, nobody can deny, E minor, that there's something, A minor, there, D sus4 to D7. Okay, so that should be plenty to be getting on with for now anyway. And so with the scale, for now, just play it all the way up, all the way down, back and forward. It's all about just getting familiar so that you can sort of see the scale on the fretboard before you even play it. And then that way you can just kind of run around and not really worry about making mistakes or anything like that. So, right. So in the meantime, get a couple of songs onto me and we'll dive a bit deeper. All right, talk to you next time.